Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Stafford now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Runs through the contact. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They're going to get a brief pause in the action for an injured player. And I believe, yes, that is J.K. Dobbins, the running back. He's down after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves, and
oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
they had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevon Seymour. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his... And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 38-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if
he's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
10. Hey, easy. 54 Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with. Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On first down, Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on second down. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball